Hello friends, in this video we will learn about some of the major contribution of the scientist to the field of circulatory systems. So before getting into the topic, I'll ask you a small question. What do you think the thickness of the nerves would be? Is it going to be same throughout the body or does it differ? The answer to this question can be observed with the help of the diagram. I'll show you. So look at the graphical image of the nervous system in human body. Generally the nerve would be starting from the heart, right? You have studied that each atrium, each ventricle have a nerve which is been starting, and as the nerve progresses throughout the body, it would be branched and the thickness will also decrease in size, and the last phase can be known as the capillary network. I have mentioned in the previous class that capillaries is a Latin word which means hair. So the thickness of the capillary network is as thin as hair. So this is the last phase. So in simple you can know that the nerves near to the heart are thicker and the nerves as they progresses farthest from the heart are thin. So friends, this is the image of Girolamo Fibrecki. So he done a research in the year 1574 where he mentioned that when a person is in a standing position, you know that the inferior vena cava, which carries the deoxygenated blood from the body, from the lower parts of the human body to the heart. So the blood is moving from the legs towards the heart with respect to inferior vena cava, which supplies the deoxygenated blood from the lower parts of the human body to the heart. So the blood is moving from lower part, that is from the legs to the heart. So the blood is moving in an upward direction against the gravity force of the earth, right? The blood is moving in the upward direction. But there is a question over here, that is, how come the blood is moving in an upward direction and not in the direction of the gravity? So the liquid should be coming down, right, with the force of the gravity, but it is against the gravity and moving towards the heart. How come it is happening in the veins? So friends, I'll explain you this with the help of a small diagram. Look at this diagram, friends. Think these are as your nerves which are in your legs. So when you are standing and squeezing your thigh muscles, the blood will flow in an upward direction towards the heart. So when the blood is flowing in an upward direction, you can observe in here the valves in the veins would be open, so the blood moves in an upward direction. But the valves, as soon as the blood moves in an upward direction, would be closed, so it won't allow the blood to travel back in the opposite direction. This is how the valves in the nerves or veins would be made in the human body. So friends, this is the image of William Harvey. He has studied under the Fibrecki. So you can call him as a student of Fibrecki. So in his experiment, he has cut open the hearts of he has dissected, means he has opened the hearts of many animals, or he has cut the body and looked at the heart in real of many animals. I will explain you the research being done by the William Harvey on real animals. So think this as a real heart. So what William Harvey did is he cut the body of the animal and observed the heart in real. So he tied a rope to this. You know this is pulmonary artery. He tied a rope here. He closed the pulmonary artery with a rope, and he observed that the blood should move atrium would supply the blood to the ventricle, right? So the ventricle would be filled with the blood, and the blood will try to move to the arteries. So if we tie a rope here, this part would be having a bulge, right? Artery would be showing a bulge towards the heart, that is, this part would be showing a bulge, whereas this is an superior vena cava and this is inferior vena cava. If we tie a rope here to the vena cava, to the vein, the bulge would be showed here because blood would be coming to the atrium, so the bulge would happen here. In case of artery, the bulge would happen towards the heart. In case of a vein, the bulge would happen far from the heart. So friends, we can understand this experiment by looking at the image. Think this is as a vein and here this is as a artery. So with respect to the vein, if you are closing a vein, the bulge is happening here because the blood is trying to go towards the heart, because vein supplies blood to the atriums, which means that with the help of the vein, the blood is being transported towards the heart. So the bulge is happening here, but with the help of the artery, the heart supplies the blood to the entire body, right? So if we close the artery, the bulge is happening towards the heart, right? This is the closing of the vein and this is the closing of the artery. When we close the vein, the bulge is happening far from the heart, means this part of the vein will have the bulge.